Hi, and welcome again to another Coffee with Mark. This time I'm coming from Poznan, Poland, in the backyard of my dear friends Sasha and Anya Zabenko. They're not here right now, but they have left me with a nice French press. And this is just kind of a classic European espresso roast, ground really fine and very dark. Usually they use this for the base of espresso drinks, but we put it in a French press today, and it's actually pretty good. It has it's kind of satisfying. It's really robust, and it's really it's dark, and so it's got a lot of richness to it. Not a lot of subtle flavors, but it's satisfying. So I wanted to talk a minute to you about taking control and making the most out of the seasons in our lives. David, in the Psalm 31, verse 21, said something really interesting. He said, "Blessed be the Lord my God, who has made wonderful to me his love, his steadfast love, in my besieged city." Really interesting comment, because a besieged city, a city under siege, is one that's surrounded by the enemy, cut off. No foods, no supplies, no water can go in. Basically, you're surrounded, you're hopeless, you're waiting to die. And yet, David says that in that time of when I was in a besieged city, God made his love aware to me. He made me aware of his love. He made his love wonderful to me in that very difficult time. And I think that's really applicable here in Poland, because this is a center of Europe, Eastern Europe at least, and it's a beautiful place, wonderful people, but it's also a place that's just a large flat ground where armies have met through the ages. And so we know about the Germans and the Russians, but also the Tartars and the Hungars, and just people from all over have come here and oppressed these people. And yet I see that it has created such a spirit within these people to rise up out of that oppression. And now we see Poland having a stronger economy. It's growing very quickly. They're really rising out of this place of oppression over the past years. And I'm thinking about that, thinking God is always acting, God is always moving, always speaking, even in our difficult seasons. And maybe you've heard the phrase carpe diem, seize the day. So I'm thinking more like carpe tempore, seize your time, seize your season. Make the most out of whatever season you're in. Even if you're in what you feel like is an oppressive time, or a besieged city, or this is a difficult time. Maybe it's hard, but just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad. And who's to say whether it's good or bad? Because God's at work doing something inside of you. He's building the character inside of you. He's taking away the things that need to be taken out of you. And he's giving to you the things that need to be put in there. And he does this sometimes. The only place he can really do that is in those difficult times when we're in our besieged city. And he reveals himself to us in precious ways. He reveals himself to us in ways we haven't seen him before when we're in these difficult times. So even though it's hard, it may not necessarily be bad. God's working his purposes for good, so it must be good. So I say, seize your season. I say, open up your eyes and your ears during difficult times, and let the Lord speak to you. Let him make his character, his nature, his wondrous love wonderful to you, even in your besieged city. So let's listen to the Lord during these times, and let's let him reveal himself to us. And let's have another sip of coffee. Oh, thank you, Jesus, for coffee. God bless. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and share, and check out our other videos. Also, if you want to see how we are multiplying healthy leaders worldwide, you can check out markmedley.org. And remember, life's too short to drink bad coffee.